Hi there and welcome to part 2 of the Autodesk Factory Design Suite tutorial here at Man & Machine TV. I'm James Smith, Factory Design Specialist at Man & Machine, and in today's episode we're going to be covering 2D layouts. Created our asset, we can now begin work on our 2D layout. I'm just going to open up AutoCAD Architecture here. So this is exactly the same as standard AutoCAD Architecture apart from the Factory Utilities tab here on the top left. This is present within all of the products within the Factory Design Suite. You'll notice here I've got some assets here, so my user assets, my FDS1 I created a minute ago. If I now right click, it's got all the asset variants, but I can also add it to my favourites so I know where it is, and if I'm using it quite a lot in this particular project I know where everything is. I'm now going to open up the existing manufacturing layout. So here's our existing facilities layout, and here you'll see the new cell where I want to add this new component that I've just created. So if I open up the reference, this will take me to a new window, so it's a bit easier to focus on and begin putting it all together. So if I now go back up and I go to my favourites, you'll see my new arm welding machine is here, so I can pull that across. If I just move it around, you'll notice that it's an intelligent block, so it works exactly the same as a dynamic block in AutoCAD would. You can also bring across my riser, so I'm just going to put this in position. AutoCAD's perfect for kind of executing a 2D layout up until you start needing to put things on top of it, different machines, then it's good to take it across into the 3D environment. But you don't have to work in the 3D environment, you can choose to work in 2D up until you're ready. So we can now change this asset variant, so if you forget to do it when you're in the asset browser, you can actually change it here on screen. So I'm just going to move that looks a bit better size. I'm now going to add some wire welders in. So let's just pop those there. And I'm going to pop this here. You can use the copy function, so as you would with any, let's just move that back. Let's go pop that in position there. I'm now going to add some majestic clamps. So I'll pop one there, and perhaps I should have one at the end over here. Just move that around. So you can see it's easy to maneuver around and get in position. I'm going to put the clamp here, and I'll put another arm welding. So just remember to turn that around. So I've got my rough layout here now. I can go back and move this. It's not final. I can update it, and perhaps I should put some rollers in just like that. So going into the factory, and we'll put one over there. So just to help material flow. So once we've done that, that's now completed our 2D layout, and I can now sync it to Inventor and populate this. So it's going to prompt me just to save it, and now it's going to open it up. It's going to also update this in a second and open up Inventor. Now you can see that all of the assets have been placed within the 3D environment. So I can now navigate my way around and just check for any more potential clashes and see if anything's in the way, and perhaps I can go back and edit it. I can now go back to my 2D manufacturing and actually reload the cell data. So you can see here it's kind of bridged the gap and you've got it all as a 2D, so it's instantly updated. Once this is complete, we can begin analysing the area. In next week's show, I'll be covering 2D layout analysis. If you have any questions related to today's episode, just email factory@manamachine.co.uk and I'll do my best to answer them in the next show. To keep up with all the latest news, follow us on Twitter @ManaMachineUK or find us on Facebook and LinkedIn. Don't forget to register for the National Factory Design Conference, where you can find out about overcoming the latest issues affecting the sector. The event is taking place at the National Metal Forming Centre in West Bromwich on Wednesday the 26th of September. To book your free place, go to manamachine.co.uk/NFD conference. Thanks again, and we look forward to seeing you next time.